Welcome.
Good to see you after all these years. I met you the first time when you were on the FedCon years before, I think, at the end of the 90s. So, if coming back to the FedCon, to Europe's biggest science fiction convention, how amazing is it for you being here back again?
It's great. It's really terrific. I mean, I just landed today, just a few minutes ago, and everybody's amazing. They're really friendly, really lovely, really terrific, really nice. I had fond memories of Hamburg, where I've been, and Cologne, which I've also been to. I love going to Germany. It's really good. I used to come as a kid. One of my father's, no, one of my school friends' father was a pilot, so they had a whole thing in Mönchengladbach. I don't know if they're still there, but that's yeah. So been here before. Easy part of the world.
And do you have still maybe lots of contacts with German fans? Maybe.
Yes, I do actually. There's a kind of core group of fans who come from Germany, and they know who they are. They're great. They're terrific. Yeah.
Okay, you can take over.
So your last FedCon has been 13 years ago.
Yeah.
If I'm right.
Yeah, that makes me 14 and a half. Weird.
That's a lot of time. A lot of things have happened since then. You've been in a movie called The Fifth Estate. You have 2 shows, Da Vinci's Demons and Atlantis.
Yeah.
So tell me, how's it going for you?
It's going great. I don't do Atlantis anymore. That was kind of a dead-end part for me. So it's a great show, lovely people. I hope it does incredibly well. It already is doing incredibly well. It's a fantastic show, but it just wasn't my kind of thing. So I am not doing that, but I am doing Atlantis again for, I think it's the 3rd season, which is good. Fifth Estate, yeah, we did that last year, the year before, I'm not sure, something really, really recently. Mm-hmm. Everything's going really well, touch wood. I don't know, so it's good. Thank you. Everything's good and fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
On a convention like FedCon, I mean, Deep Space Nine is a few years back, but the fandom is still very strong and very huge, especially here on FedCon. It's always like a bit of family, coming back to your family.
Yeah.
How was it for you on set of Deep Space Nine? I heard that your colleague is godfather of your son Django. That sounds very, like a big friendship.
Absolutely, absolutely. It really is a big friendship on set, and we are family. Some of us. I mean, of course, there's some I haven't seen since. Sadly, we stopped, but because I don't live in Los Angeles, so that's a reason why I wouldn't see people so often. But there's several, of course, Nana, my ex-wife, who's a really important part of my life, and Andy Robinson, who's still a really important part of my life. When he comes to the UK, I will always see him. Yeah, it's great. I bump into Armin. It's the first time I've seen Nicole de Boer for a long time, so it's fantastic to see her. Terry Farrell I saw again for the first time this year, which was fantastic, and she's coming to London, so I'm going to see her again too. So it is really nice to meet up with everybody, and you know what? No one seems to have changed at all. It's astonishing. I'm the one who's changed. Everyone else looks just the same. This is great.
So you basically just meet and pick up where you left the last time?
Yeah, pretty much. You find out you want to know what they've been doing, have they got kids? I mean, because it's been such a long time, because it's been 16 years or whatever it is, 2099, some area.
Yeah.
It's a long time. They've had time to do stuff, so it's been really fascinating. And yeah, I've done some stuff, as you say. So we've got this really good fun talking to everybody.
Perfect. Like you said, you did a lot of things, like the movie Fifth Estate.
Yeah.
A very big topic at the moment is data security
Yeah.
and the fear of people of being, that the government can see everything about you and know everything about you. Do you think, or what do you think, did the movie The Fifth Estate for the people, or did it change the view of the people to that issue?
No.
No?
No movie does that. Maybe over 10 years a movie might do that. People might go, oh, no, why we think this way now? Maybe that movie had something to do with it. Movies don't change anything. They just open new avenues, give people other ideas. And The Fifth Estate probably was in much that category. I think it's a terribly good movie, a good film, good idea. And yes, as you say, it's a big deal, the government surveillance. And there doesn't seem to be any governments who don't do it, which is kind of annoying. And then they check us out at the airport. They make us, take our stuff, my belt off and everything. But I don't know why, because they already watch me getting dressed at home. They have a good long reach. They don't need to say. They know what I packed when I was in the kitchen. So I don't know. It's alarming. And I know that, in this country, if this is being aired in Germany, but it's going to go all over the world, I guess. But we're in Germany right now. There's a woman called Angela Merkel who's pretty furious about the Americans looking into her private business.
In her private business, but it's always like the other
Always
thing,
someone else.
if they are looking into
Of
people's
course.
business.
But everyone's looking into everybody's business, if you can. All you need to do is like push a button and you can see into that person's living room. Get all the information you want. My goodness, it's super stalking.
It's super stalking, and it's
super
terrifying
stalking. Yeah,
for
exactly.
you as a person,
Yeah, it is. It is.
In 2005, I think, you went back to the theater in West End and did a play called Whose Life Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
Theater is there's a huge difference for a TV show or like a movie. You don't have the sets, you don't have the green screen or a soundstage. So what makes it so appealing for you as an actor to go on
It
stage?
isn't appealing.
It isn't, okay.
I mean, I go kicking and screaming to the theatre to do a play. I'm doing one this year. I'm doing one in a minute. Because it's so hard. Okay. A play is one take. You don't get to go, lost concentration, can we stop? I just want a cup of coffee.
Do it again?
Yeah. You have one take, and 2.5 hours later, it's finished, and the audience are either happy or they're upset. You've just wasted their life. They've probably come from somewhere an hour away. They have to have dinner. They've spent 150 euros. It's a big deal to be disappointing on that scale. So it's a lot of pressure, and I don't have any life when I do a play. I spend all day going over and over my lines, trying to make sure I remember them so I don't forget them, so that when it comes to it, I just go boom and hear all my lines. My fear is forgetting my lines on stage. So the play I'm doing now, I've got millions of lines. It's going to be a nightmare.
The stakes are higher, aren't
Stakes
they?
are high. And weirdly, the profit is nil. You pay to do a play these days because they pay you so little. They have to. They have no money. And you really do it for love or education or edification.
Does it give you anything, having this different experience? Because you can do it again on a TV show, you can do it again on a movie, but you're in there, you're in the scene, the audience there watching you.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, when that works, it's really, really great because you communicate with everybody. And you communicate only with a crew when you're doing a film. So, the cameraman and a few other people, but they're not interested. I mean, they are, but they're not actually interested. It's amazing. You can do a love scene in a movie, yet no one's got any clothes on. Everybody's passionately making love. And there are cameramen just going... If people did that when I was in bed with them, you'd be furious. And people literally just going, what are you going to do? After this is over? Yeah, I know what they're doing. Oh yeah, she's just got his hand up. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's where we are. Well, do you want a cup of coffee? Let's have a cup of coffee. And like, we're doing this passionate love scene and you're just talking about coffee. So it's a very different experience, and everybody's very jaded in the film world, but not at all on stage, because the audience have paid good money to be there and they want to be entertained. They actually want to have a life-transforming experience. That's the point of theatre. It never happens. But you hope it does, and maybe we live for that hope.
And you give the best for like the 2 hours you have on stage.
You have to try.
Absolutely. So one last question. I heard that people that come up to you and were like, okay, what was his name again? I always say like,
Oh, my name change.
Yeah, your name change.
Yeah,
How's
well,
that going?
It's fine. It's been happening it's been quite a long time now. I can't remember when I changed my name. It was probably about 20 years ago. So it's been around, it's been different for a while. I still have trouble with, people calling me Alexander, because I won't respond to it quickly, because I still I don't introduce myself as Alexander very often.
You changed your name a lot.
I changed my name just the once.
Just once?
Just the once, yeah.
Okay.
From Siddig Al-Fadil to Alexander Siddig.
Okay.
And I don't think I've changed it since, except when I'm impersonating people and I want to get into. Oh no, I don't change my name very often. But that did happen. Quite a lot of actors do it too. It just became a thing, and people couldn't remember my name. Yeah, I mean, famously at one of the the presentation of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. No, Voyager. We went to the premiere of Voyager in a cinema in Paramount Studios. I think the TV president introduced me, and we'd like to introduce Siddig al-Farouk, which is completely not my name. It's just a stab in the dark. So people just, I gave people a break. I let them off. I gave them an easier time. I just said, you can remember Alexander. Go get him.
That's working for me.
It's working for me.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And have a lovely weekend.
Thank you. You too.
I will, thanks.